Welcome back, guys. This is part 3 of Street Fighter V modding tutorial, and in this part we're gonna do texturing and cooking it in Unreal Engine 4. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and start Unreal Engine 4 because it takes a little bit of time to start it, and we don't want to waste. We want to save as much time as we can. So I'm gonna come here. If you remember, I did this in the previous part, and now I'm gonna combine the normal map just like I did to the color, whatever you want to call it, texture, whatever you want to call it. Okay, let's see, the Photoshop should be opening by now. There it is. There we go. Wait, what happened to the transparency? This does not look transparent to me. Let's just open the normal map. Sorry about that. Okay, so now we have these open. Let's just make them all of the same size. Normally the normal map that I mostly see is half of the size of the texture, but I'm just gonna keep both of them the same size. If you want, you can keep them of different sizes if you want, but I'm just gonna keep them both of the same size. So here we go. Now let's just make a new okay, let's see now. Oh shit, where it is? Yeah, here it is. No, wait, I'm supposed to remember the same order. This is bikini normal. What the hell is this? It's basically the base. Yeah, it's the base, and the base comes here, so we're gonna take it here. And then we got these flowers. They come over here. And then we got this. What's this? Flowers center. Oh, so it's actually this. Okay, let's just take it over here. And then lastly we got this. It'll come right over here. And then we're gonna save as normal. Yeah, just like that. Or that. Yeah, normal CGA. You can keep the normal map of 24 bits. I don't think it matters much which one of these you keep. Just gonna increase the size. One thing's that bugging me is why isn't it transparent? It's white. That's not how things should have been. It's not transparent. Yeah, this actually lost all the transparency. I think we gotta do this again. Let me just open that. Is that the same way for this? Yeah, it also lost transparency. I think I'm not doing something right here. Something's not right here. Okay, the normal map is done, and I don't know what's the matter with this, but you know what, let's just go here. Let's just select this. Uh, uh, and this. I'm actually using these files, the actual Dead or Alive last round files, because for some reason I don't understand those XPS ones. I'm not much familiar with them. This is how transparency should work. Yeah. The thing that turns red should be transparent. The amount of red is proportionate to the amount of transparent. You see this? It's not completely red, so it's not going to be completely invisible, just a little bit transparent. Now what I'm going to do is copy all of these. Wait, just let me make it all, everyone of the right size. This one looks okay. Yeah. Limit size. 2 full, 102 full. Let's just open the copy of this. Make everything blank. I'm gonna make everything blank. Okay, I'm gonna increase the image size 2048, 2048. I'm gonna select all of it. Okay. Let's see now. Copy this with the alpha layer. Perfect. As you can see, the alpha layer was also copied. It should be like that. And now for the flowers. There we go. These two layers don't have transparency, but this one, these two have. And now we're just gonna save them. Save as in Targa format. Where it is, desktop. Yeah, here we're saving it. Let's see if it works or close all of these and let's see what happens. Yep, here's the transparency. It's gonna be transparent inside the game. Okay, now that's done. Just like I said, it takes a little bit of time, so we're just gonna run that in the background. Here's my folder, my 01 folder for Cami. Now if I look into the materials, these are the materials that I have. I'm replacing this with the swimsuit. So what I'm gonna do is this material is assigned to different textures. As you can see, it's assigned to color, it's assigned to normal, and everything else. It's assigned to an SRMA. All of these. Like I said before, you should have a go through this tutorial on these textures. Basically there are 4 things. Normally there's a color file, a normal file, a mask, an SRMA, and some materials have this. I don't have much idea what this is, but it's something. But in this tutorial we're gonna cover these 4 things. Now the color is the original color texture. Then there's normal map. Then there is a mask. Now how does mask work? For now I'm just gonna keep the mask black. I'm gonna select all of it and just turn it to black. There we go. And it's basically black now. Okay, let's just close it. A black mask means that everything from the color is going to be exactly the same. I don't know if I'm making much sense, but once we're inside the game it'll start making some. Let's open the file where we left off. There it is. As you can see, here are the materials that the final character has. Now look over here. There's skin and there's skin 001. Now keep this in mind that what Blender does is rename the materials with the same name. These 2 materials have exactly the same name. Both of them were just skin, but since they both have the same name, Blender actually renamed this one to 001. I don't know why it does that, but it does that. Now if you look into the materials of this mod, there is no such material with the name of skin 001. There is just skin. Both of these are assigned to skin, but in Blender Blender automatically renames it. You have to keep that in mind when you're assigning materials in Unreal Engine. You have to fix that. And there's another problem that you might see is let me just show you. Let me just open this one. You see this? This is outfit for Sakura. I think it's the battle outfit. Yeah, it's the 3rd one. As you can see over here, there's a material by the name of material 0. It's not supposed to be that. It's supposed to be the islands. If I select this material, you see it selects the islands. It's sometimes Blender renames material to something like this. You have to keep that in mind. When you face something like this, you have to fix that yourself. Now let's just export our mesh. For exporting, you have to select the model and then shift and select the armature, hold shift and select armature, and then go to export and export it as FBSX. As for import, just keep the default settings, but when you're gonna export it, use the settings that I'm gonna show you. Select armature and mesh only. You can click on armature, then hold shift and select mesh. Check the selected objects. In geometry, select face. Nothing, you need to do nothing in the armature. In animation, just uncheck this, and then you gotta export it. Now I'm gonna export it as Cami 01. You can export it with any name you want, but since it's gonna replace the 01 outfit, and it might save some time by you don't have to rename some things. Okay, let's launch our Unreal Engine, and I think it's exported. Okay, let's just put this down. One more thing, we covered 3 of these. I forgot about the 4th one, the SRMA. For that, you can just make this whole outfit something like silk. So let's just make this whole outfit green in color. The SRMA can bring about a lot of effects on how your outfit actually looks. When I'm doing green, it basically means almost nothing. If I color it to red or purple, it gives a shining effect. Let me just show you guys here. If you want to know about this, you gotta go through some of this. Yeah, here it is. Red produces extremely shiny or oil or red effect. Purple produces reflective shiny metal gold-like object. If that's what we're using, we gotta use that. Green, basic color that doesn't produce any shine, good for made objects or shineless cloth skin. So since our entire cloth is basically just a simple cloth, doesn't have any shine, so it's better if you just color it green like this. And that's it for the SRMA. Save this as SRMA. Okay, and that's it. Now we won't need that. If you're new to this, you're gonna have to make a new one. Make it a 2D side scroller. This should be no star content, and select maximum quality. Name it whatever you want. I'm just gonna name it SFV, and now we're just gonna create the project. Since it's opening, let's just go into the material. Right, so the material that we're using is gonna be this cloth. Let's just check it again. Yeah, it's cloth. Now what you guys want to do is come over here, open it. You're gonna need hex editor to open this. Now I'm gonna rename a few things. I'm gonna go inside the texture. Okay, what the hell? Yeah, it started to hang. I'm gonna go inside back here into texture. These are the textures that it has. You see this color and color 1, whatever you want to call it. Now I'm gonna make new files by my own name. What I'm gonna do is go here. Here it is. Select it. copy it, Control R to find and replace. I'm gonna search for this and replace this with color 2. This is gonna be the name. This is gonna be the name of the color that I'm gonna use. See here, I renamed it and I'm gonna replace it here. It's probably gonna be 2 times. Normally that's the number of times you supposed to replace things. You see, I selected replace all and there were only 2 instances in which it replaced. Now we're gonna do the same to the mask. Select it all. Oh, sorry. Control and replace. Replace this with mask 2 and name the mask like this. Replace all. Same step for the normal. Yeah, I was a little bit conscious that all that work, and what if I found out that I haven't even started recording? Okay. I'm using 02. You can use anything you want. You can rename it to 03, 04, or even some alphabets, whatever you wanted. But keep in mind that the number of alphabets you use to replace this should be the same. I mean, if you're gonna replace 02 with something, then it has to be 2 words. It could be K, J, whatever you want. Okay, now it's time for this. The last thing. Replace 2 occurrences, and we're just gonna save it. Now if you come back here, yeah, it's actually backed up the original file and made this. You see here is it 02 and S2 and all that. Okay, it's done. Now what next? Now into Unreal Engine. Now I'm gonna explain the character directory. If you come over here and see, we got the content folder. So we're gonna go inside character, then Cami, then Skull Mash, then 01. You have to do the same things here. Create the same folder directory. First it comes character. Inside character we're gonna use Cami. And also another thing, you need to make a common here. There we go. A common, and what the hell is this? Close this. A common folder. Inside the common folder we're gonna place skeleton. And inside the Cami folder, what was inside the Cami folder? Skull Mash and 01. Oh, I actually forgot about that. And then now make 3 folders in 01. You don't have to make all of them, just the 3 that we're gonna use: material, mesh, and the texture. Make sure you use the same spelling as I am. Don't make it plural. Don't name the folder as materials. Just name it material, just like it's over here. It says material, not materials. Okay? Now we're just gonna import our StreetFighterV mesh that we had exported earlier. It should be here. Yeah, here it is. That's odd. That's not the date. Is this the one? I don't think this is the one. Oh, I think I exported it somewhere here. What the? I forgot to look into the folder in which I was exporting the mesh. I have no idea where I actually exported it. But let's just, that doesn't take much time. Let's just do that again. Export as FBFX mesh. Oh, so it's in this folder. Yeah, okay, we can just do it again. Take the animation. Select this and import it into this folder. Okay. Here it is. Yeah, that's the date today. That's what I was looking at. Okay, let's just drag it over here until it's showed this sign. Maybe your computer is strong enough, but mine is pretty slow, so it takes some time. Now here you gotta type 0.393708. 0.393708. It's supposed to be that. Once you export it from Blender, it's actually scaled a lot higher than it's supposed to be, so make sure to do that. Okay, there we go. Select all the materials and copy it, move it to the materials folder. Okay, click on this and put this skeleton into the skeleton folder. Now as you can see, it's named Cami01, CMY01. Whatever name you're gonna use and export it, it's gonna be the same name. So that's why I actually named it this, so we don't have to rename it. I usually do this. Now for the skeleton, click on it, press F2 to rename it. Remove this. You're gonna have to rename it to common skeleton. I renamed it from CMY0/01 to CMN, common, the same as the name of the folder. This is an important step. It's actually assigned to this. This mesh is actually joined with that skeleton. Now come into the materials folder, select all the materials, and then create material instances. Delete the original ones, the ones that don't have this plus, this star sign on them. Delete all of them. I don't know why we're supposed to do these steps. I'm just following the steps that were shown to me. I don't know why we're supposed to do this, but I know if we don't do it, things won't go our way. So what choice do we have? Now as you can see, here's the skin material and skin 001. Now if you remember, I told you that this is not a material. They're both just skin. But since Blender renamed it and is using it, it will be the same in Unreal Engine. You have to rename it correctly. If it's named into a wrong material, then you have to name it correctly. But if both of them are same, you just have to assign this one to both of them. In this case, they were both just skin, so I'm just gonna assign both of them skin. Now I'm gonna come here and select this. And don't be puzzled by what you see. It's only normal to see this. This sometimes happens. Skin. Okay, I selected the skin, and I'm gonna select the skin here too. As you can see, I assigned both of them with skin, not skin 01. Both of them are skin. There is no such thing as skin 01 in the materials, as I have shown you. Normally the order for this is the same as this one over here. After that eye comes, then eye lens, then cloth, and then eyelash. Eye lens, you can check it. You see, it's cloth. So here's cloth, and then here's the eyelash. That's it. Just save it and come out of it. Now into the textures. I'm gonna select all of these. Let's go. That's this texture. Okay. This is the original texture, the color. What you're gonna do is come over here, select character. Sure about that. This will be like this. You're gonna come in this texture area, click on this, show advanced, and check this box, never stream. And as for the rest of them, you can leave them as they are. You can choose either TC default or TC vector displacement, whichever you want. I think this one is for better quality, I don't know, but it definitely increases the file size, so let's just keep this one. Save it. For the mask, it's the same settings for the mask like the one for the color. Oh, what the hell? Oh, okay, TC vector displacement, never stream, and character. All of them are done. Now for the normal map, you gotta select here, character normal map, not character, character normal map. Select this. This should be unchecked. In the previous three, this was checked, and here it's unchecked. You will leave it unchecked and save it. Sorry if my computer is a little bit slow on this processing. Character, and save it. Come on. Okay, finally. Now a quick revision. I actually selected the same options for these three, but for normal map I actually selected character normal map, and the SRB whatever that was unchecked. Okay, so everything is done. Now we're just gonna cook our files. We're gonna come over here and click cook content for Windows, and once it's cooked, I'm gonna show you how it looks inside the game. Wait, let's just look at it. It doesn't take much time to cook. Okay, it's done. It's actually over here. You go to Documents, scroll down to Unreal Engine Projects. Here it is, the Street Fighter V that I made. You go inside Save, not inside Content. I had no idea, and I initially went inside there, and because of that my game crashed. I'm not supposed to go inside there. Go inside Saved, and then inside Cooked, Windows No at Dinner. So again, the same name as the one you saved. content character. Inside that character folder, inside skull mesh, and here are the 3 folders. You don't need anything from the materials. We're just gonna use this mesh and these textures. Oh wow, these are a lot larger in size than I expected. This is my game folder, the main game file, and this is the cooked one. I'm just gonna override these. Oh, before that, let me tell you, I actually have these backed up, so you probably should do that too. There it is. It's a lot smaller in size compared to the previous one, and there it is, the new textures. Let me just take a look at the material. Yeah, this is the one that we used. We have actually already renamed it. Now let's see what it looks like in the inside the game. Okay, here it is. As you can see, the hair is not right. It was probably one of the skin. One was simple skin and one was skin 01. Also, something's not right with the, what you might call it, transparency. It's not showing any transparency for some reason. Street Fighter V, you know, the reason for that is because different materials have different properties and some don't. So probably the one that I'm using does not have transparency properties. So I think we'll have to use a different one to get the transparency effect that we want. And also to fix this hair, for some reason the hair is not right. Let's go ahead and check it. Okay, the transparency issue is not going to be fixed in this tutorial, but as for the hair, I am gonna try to fix that here. As for the transparency, if you're using something that doesn't include transparent hair, then you're good to go. But as for the hair, why is that happening right now? Let's see, what can we do about it? This one is actually the cause of the problem. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna delete it. I have already selected the vertices that were assigned to this one, and we're gonna remove it. We're gonna add a new one, new material, new, assign these vertices to it, select, and we're gonna rename it let's just move it above like it was before, and let's give it a try. Okay, this, I can explain this. I actually tried to use a different material, but that was not working. So for the transparency, like I said, it's gonna have to wait another part, I guess. But right now in this part, I'm mainly focusing on trying to fix the hair issue. You know, the one where you're supposed to... Oh. Okay, let's export it. The default settings are there. Let's just, that's nice. Delete these meshes, we don't need them. We're gonna use the new one. This part has gone long enough compared to my previous ones. This one is really, oh, what the hell, this one is really large, so I'm not gonna make it any more larger than it has to be. We don't need the new materials anymore, just delete them. Move the skeleton into the skeleton folder. Assign, let's see now. Ah shit, no man, no. Both of these should be selected. Let me just you know what? Let's try something new. I've got an idea. Select this and select this and assign to this and then deselect. Okay, let's see. So basically this is, no, let's assign it to this one. Assign and deselect. I'm just experimenting with this. I have not exactly, I don't have the exact idea how we're supposed to solve this issue that we're facing. No. Okay, select this one, assign it to this. Let's see if it works like this time. I do hope it does. Where it is. There it is. 393708. Delete these materials. See now, select the screen. Ah yes, as you can see, that's how this should have been. Okay, you know what, that's how it should have been. I mean, okay, that's pretty much it. Skin selected. Let's just do the rest of these. It's supposed to be oh wait a minute. Yeah, let me just copy this. I actually had renamed this. Okay, let's come back here. Now do things in this order: islands, cloth, eyelash, and eye. Yeah, this is the cloth, eyelash, and then lastly eye. Now that we can't see the eye. Now that you mention it, we can't even see the eye lens properly. No wait, yeah, there it is. That's the eyelash. Okay, let's just cook it and see what it looks like in the in-game, and for God's sake, it better be right, because I'm at my limit right now. This better not screw up. Okay, let's just copy this mesh. Place it, and let's just see how it looks like inside the game. Well guys, as you can see, the hair problem has been fixed. The textures are okay, and our model, the reason why our model is like this, because I forgot to do this small step, is to put this right here and rename it, but I'm not actually gonna do it right now because frankly I'm at my limit. And besides, as you can see, the texturing has been done, and that's it for this part of the tutorial. I'm just gonna save as something. Just gonna save it just like that. I'm just gonna quit it right now. Hope this was helpful. That's it for the texturing. I do have to explain a little bit about the mask, but that will have to wait another tutorial, and also I have to tell you guys how to add bones and to rig them for cloth that needs to be animated. So this isn't over, but as far as if you're using a simple cloth that does not has transparency and that does not need any kind of animation, you're good to go. You can make your own mod, and I'm looking forward to see your guys' works. Hope this helps, and I'll see you guys really soon. Peace out.